All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Associated Guests. I, as always, am your host, Alfie Animus, here at the Bear in Mind channel. Today, the Cuban drone crisis, another ICE-involved shooting in Maine this time. Gay crews went to the Middle East, and Ubisoft is tired of hemorrhaging money. Let's get into it.
A longtime South Carolina Republican Senator Lindsey Graham has died at the age of 71. Graham's office releasing a brief statement saying, in part, the senator passed away from a brief and sudden illness last night.
Yes.
Graham's passing occurred just hours after he returned from Ukraine, where he met with President Zelensky on Friday. We will have reaction from his colleagues in the Senate when we speak with Utah Senator Mike Lee coming up in a moment.
There's still more coming in. A lot of it's speculation as far as Lindsey Graham dying. I'm not going to report anything unless it's either true or really funny. So.
First, the United States launching a third round of military strikes this past week on Iran. Yesterday, again, after Tehran attacked another commercial ship in the Strait of Hormuz and declared the vital waterway closed to maritime traffic. CENTCOM this morning contradicting that, putting out a statement saying that the Strait of Hormuz is open to all vessels seeking to lawfully...
And that's the thing. They keep saying that it's open, but how open? Because it can be open, but then people are chunking bombs and mines all across the strait. So, I mean, take all the news about the strait with a grain of salt. The important thing is the gas prices haven't gone back up.
Transit the international waterway. After saying U.S. forces hit approximately 140 Iranian military targets last night, bringing the total number of targets hit this past week to more than 300 in Iran. President Trump on Wednesday declared the ceasefire effectively over, as administration officials now say a new deal with Iran is increasingly looking unlikely. Meanwhile, Iranians loyal to the brutal regime, or perhaps those who were ordered to do so, chanted and carried banners during the 6-day state funeral for former leader Ali Khamenei.
Yeah, carry these banners or I'll kill your family.
Calling for revenge against President Trump and the U.S. A banner reading, "We will kill Trump," amidst new intelligence from Israel indicating Iranian leaders have been plotting to assassinate President Trump. Here's the president at the NATO summit on Wednesday in Turkey.
Everything's gone. Their leaders are gone. They had leaders, they're gone, and they had another set of leaders, they're gone. Now they have another set of leaders, they may be gone. Who knows? And you know what? I may be gone too, because I'm their number one target. It's out all over the place. I'm their number one because they're scum. That's the way they act, and that's the way they've done it for 47 years.
Meanwhile, former Florida Governor Jeb Bush this week praised President Trump, despite years of public disagreements between the two. Jeb Bush said that the president rightly decimated Iran's military and drone production. Bush also warning of the dangers.
I don't know how I feel about that, because, as you all know, my stance on the Bushes is, fuck them.
Iran poses to the U.S. homeland, citing reports that roughly 300 Iranian-made Shahed drones are now stationed in Cuba, 90 miles off the coast of Florida. Joining me now with the very latest breaking developments is U.S. Ambassador to the United States.
Well, we better get some anti-drone defense.
Ambassador, thanks very much for being here this morning.
In Florida, Alabama,
Spoke with Senator Lindsey Graham just a few days
Louisiana.
ago before he left for Ukraine. Is that right?
It is, Maria. Our hearts break for his family, for his sister, for his nieces. He was a fighter, Maria. He always fought for the troops, fought for South Carolina, and most of all, believed that our freedoms were best defended by showing strength at home and abroad. I know he talked to President Trump.
And right there.
That he wasn't just going to be absolutely wedded to a deal no matter what, that Iran had to live up to its end of the bargain. It continues to violate basic tenets of international law that we deal with here at the United Nations. You can't throw sea mines in international waterways. You can't just indiscriminately attack civilian shipping if you don't get your way. You can't hold the world's economy hostage. The president's not going to stand for it. He made that very clear. There will be consequences if Iran continues to not only violate the deal, but as I said, international law. Meanwhile, Maria, it's worth noting that technical negotiations around the nuclear program, President Trump has always been most focused on that, are continuing. In terms of inspections, in terms of what to do with the highly enriched uranium, the enrichment program. Those pieces are continuing, but we are not going to stand for these attacks on civilian ships. The President Trump has hit
Nor
back,
should you.
back proportionally, but at the end, at the end of the
Do I think it's an assassination? I don't know. As far as Graham goes, I don't know. It's possible. And we all know, as far as I don't know what happened to Lindsey Graham after Trump got elected, but before, I don't remember Graham being this I guess conflict hungry. He was always known as a more passive senator, especially when it came to the Republican side. I don't remember really anything ever being said about him. I remember most people said that he was well thought of. He always tried to reach across the aisle. And then here comes Trump, and I don't know if he thought it was his moment to shine or what. But as far as him being assassinated, I mean, the timeline would add up. He was on that kill list, and I will say I'm not a huge fan of the guy, but his reaction to it was, at least they got a good picture of me. I was like, okay, that's pretty good. I mean, I'd probably say something similar while I'm screaming for help on the inside, but I don't know. It lines up. He was in Ukraine, but I don't know. I'm gonna wait till more comes out. I would say it's possible. It's always possible. But I mean, that's about it. I also think that Iran will take credit for. I remember when he was talking about Israel and supporting the war for a long time. Yeah. No, I mean, he is a big fan. I don't like the way that he's always talks about Israel like it's above his own constituents. But I don't know. But I would say that Iran, they did take credit for it. But they would. Anytime, anything. They need all the good news that they can get. But he always had, I mostly remember him because the pro-Palestinians call for his death. Oh, yeah. No. And that's always funny. It's the people who were so against any kind of death, even accidental death, even as we'll get into with the ice incident in Maine. I mean, they're calling for the deaths of anyone involved already, and these are Americans. However, they don't understand how if someone tries to run you over tries to run law enforcement over with a car, which seems to be the biggest way to demonstrate your anti-ICE-ness, you're going to get shot. And people are saying online that they were, again, shot in the side windows. This was a much cleaner shoot than the Renee Good one, I'll say that. All the shots, I think there was 3 or 4 of them, were in the front window, meaning the agent was in front of the car. There was no actual ice on the ground. So there's going to be no room for speculation, even though people are already speculating because we haven't got really any video. We've gotten, I think, 1 or 2 eyewitness testimonies, which we'll get into. But no, like, they always call for violence. They've ransacked whatever that... I didn't even know there was a Republican senator in Maine, but apparently there is, and they're ransacking her office. Because they put their fees before, what's actually happening. Which I get. I was once also 20 years old. But a lot of these are a bunch of lonely old fucks. Anyway, continue.
Today, Iran is going to pay the price.
Yeah, and And the president is threatening consequences should the Strait of Hormuz not be open. There seems to be a struggle over the Strait of Hormuz becoming the #1 flashpoint here. Is it open or not?
Oh, it's open, as Central Command has said, and most of the targets that we've hit the last several nights have been directly aimed at Iran's radars, sensors, drones, and missile batteries right there on the strait to eliminate and degrade their ability to attack the global economy. So we're going to take that leverage off the table. Our great military and Pete Hegseth continue to do that. But at the same time, let's not forget we have more talks going on in Lebanon. We're taking that off the table too for the first time perhaps ever. The Israeli government, the Lebanese government are working together to eliminate and disarm Iran's proxy Hezbollah. We've completely flipped the script there. We're taking the leverage off the table in terms of the Straits of Hormuz. The negotiations are continuing on the nuclear program. And oh, by the way, Maria,
Hey, good morning,
oil
Shapeshifter.
prices are the same as they were pre-war. Our energy department and Secretary Scott Bessent, by the way, is doing a phenomenal job. Just sanctioned the Ayatollah's money man who's running a global luxury real estate empire around the world. We're turning the screws on the economy, and President Trump will ensure Iran never has a nuke.
What can you do from your role at the UN as we also now take a look at Cuba with regard to these missiles?
And this is the main reason I wanted to see this, just because. Yeah, apparently Iran has their drones in Cuba, not unlike Russia had missiles in Cuba back during the Kennedy days.
As a propaganda platform to paint itself as the victim, and the reason its people are in the dark and suffering and starving is because of the United States, what they call a blockade. And no more. Secretary Rubio's not going to stand for it. I'm not going to stand for it. Certainly
Marcus Rubius, first of his name.
We called out their lies and hypocrisy and pointed out their corruption. Castro's private island, Maria. You know, their people don't have any fuel, but yet the Castro private jet has enough gas to fly the regime elites around the world, living high on the hog, going to their private island. Once again, you have communist elites living in luxury while their people are starving. The Cuban foreign minister got so mad at hearing this, he banged his translation device on the table to the point where it broke. I reminded him, you're not in Havana, this isn't communism, this is United States of America, and I'm sorry if you get upset at hearing the ground truths, or hearing hard truths, I should say.
Yeah, good for you. Ambassador, what about what's coming out of New York? I mean, you're in New York right now. A senior official in the New York City mayor's office planned to meet with Iran's ambassador to the United Nations before the State Department shut it down. Can you tell us what happened?
It's absolutely outrageous.
My biggest thing is, like people are allowed to, for the most part, talk to whoever they want to. But there is no reason for a mayor, maybe a governor, depending on the state, but certainly not any mayor of any city going and talking to the leaders of any other country. I'm sketchy of it when people do it for like Congress or senators, but like I didn't understand why Karen Bass was in, what was it, Chad or Congo, whichever country that she went to visit when her state was burning to the ground. And I don't understand why Zoran Mandani is trying to have a conversation with the Iranian ambassadors at the UN. It doesn't make any sense. It's not something that needs to happen, and it's a good look for his insane constituents, at least the ones who actually voted for him, most of them who have been in the country less than 5 years. But it's not a good look as far as a. I mean, it's verging on traitorous, and that's not a word I like to throw around like conservatives do.
Was reaching out to what she called like-mindeds. Iran, Cuba, who knows who else. The department stepped in and said, absolutely not. They canceled the meeting at the last minute. It would have been a huge propaganda victory for the Ayatollah in the middle of a conflict, as they're not only shooting at Americans, but they're shooting at global shipping. And we're doing everything we can to keep them internationally isolated. 143 countries have condemned Iran, yet Mayor Mamdani and his staff are trying to meet with Iran right here in New York on American soil. It's outrageous, and we shut it down.
And what is the role here of China? I mean, I think that China is questionable in terms of friend or foe in this whole...
I'm sorry, this lady sounds like someone's like kooky aunt who maybe fell asleep with the TV on, asking questions of little things that she remembered.
Iran conflict. What do you know there?
I mean, she's asking good questions, though.
Just staying on Cuba and Western Hemisphere for a moment. I'm convinced, I just got back from Haiti, the Dominican Republic, our Southern Command. The story of the second Trump administration, amongst many successes, is going to be reasserting America and the United States in the Western Hemisphere. What's happening, the new elections in Colombia, what's happening in Venezuela, the fact that China and Russia are now on their back foot in our backyard. Keep in mind, they still have intelligence posts, signals collection posts, and military officers in Cuba right off our shores. But they're no longer in Venezuela. They're no longer in South Central America in the way that they were on the march, even in the Panama Canal, under the Biden administration and previous administrations. We have to credit Secretary Rubio, the President, Bessent, and the entire team for reasserting the United States right in our own hemisphere.
Absolutely, and we will talk more about China, but you're saying there are still multiple Chinese sites collecting information around our military bases in Cuba.
Both Chinese and Russian. The Cuban regime is not only a threat to its own people, it's a national security threat, and this administration is not going to stand for it any longer.
Ambassador, thank you. Good to see you this morning. U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Michael Waltz. Thank you.
All right.
ICE arrested people who should test them. We don't need ICE.
The person driving, yelling, and
Amongst us are out protesting.
Okay. And a lot of people have a lot of feelings. Fellow bald bearded man, or as the Spanish say, barbón pelón, Tectone made his stance known. He said, I stand with ICE, to which I responded with this picture. It's literally Tectone standing in the middle of the street with a bucket of ice. Because I enjoy AI almost as much as Yanuka does. But anyway, continuing.
We don't need ICE.
ICE agent was yelling and drew his weapon, and he kept yelling and yelling and warning the person driving, which is when the car was put into drive and was trying to hit the ICE officer. And he fired, I would say, probably 4 shots at him.
17 minutes past the hour right now, anti-ICE protests outside the office of Senator Susan Collins after a deadly shooting in Maine involving an ICE agent.
You! What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You do it! You do it! You white supremacist piece of
I gotta tell you guys.
All these people, to me, it seems like they really just want to be fodder. They want their name to live on, not unlike Achilles from the Battle of Troy, or at least in the movie. They want their name to live on beyond them because they really have anything else going on in their lives. And again, I say that as someone who used to do things like this. It's been a long time, but the spirit of what they're doing is still there. There's people who actually believe in what's going on there, people who have been conned or suckered into it, and then there's people who literally want you to be fodder, and that's what this person is. She is someone who has been radicalized to just be fodder for someone else's bullshit agenda. That's all it is.
That's about Furtick bourbon. You know, it's a bourbon that's smooth. It's full
I don't care. I don't care about your shitty bourbon.
Guilty. What's that? Megan Good? Not Megan Good. What's her name? Renee Good.
When it comes to the last name, black dude's first thought is Megan Good.
Renee Good making bad decisions. Part 2. I don't understand. These people are
I'm not gonna
so
lie, I do the same thing.
stupid. It's crazy to me. I wish that God. I think about it and I say, God, how? How are these brilliant minds, capacity to have a brilliant mind, are so stupid? I don't know how people don't know how to do math. ICE arrested people who shouldn't be in this country, who committed crimes. They say stop. You don't stop, you try to drive over the top of them. We have now given you examples of why not to drive over the top of people, because it's going to get you shot. So you try.
And the fact that and it was not the person that they were looking for, allegedly, from what I've seen so far. But again, if you're pulled over, if you're questioned by the police, put your car in park, keep your hands up, especially if they have anything drawn. Do not give them a reason. Don't. You will not survive. Or it's at least really going to fuck up your day. Don't do anything. Don't do any of that shit. This is the first thing my parents taught me. Comply, 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 comply. We can always get them on the back end. If they do something wrong, I mean, make sure you have, before they had body cams, make sure you have something to record if you are so capable. You can always get them on the other end. However, doing all this extra stuff, all it's going to do is end up badly for you, and it's going to end up badly for spectators if the cop's a bad shot. It's going to be a visual that people will not forget. And it's just selfish and self-aggrandizing. I absolutely cannot stand it. The whatever Alex Preddy, Renee Good situations, I will agree, especially in the Preddy situation, that was handled badly. It was. The guy said gun, gun, gun as he was running off with the dude's gun. Was it still a justifiable shot? Kind of, mostly. But that's the one that I can have the most argument against the ICE officers. That being said, if you are carrying a weapon, don't push police officers or ICE agents or any kind of government agent. That's just stupid. Because if you've seen any videos of just pullovers, random encounters with police, you'll know the second a gun gets involved, even if you have it legally, the tension goes up. Why would you put yourself in that situation? Why would you bring a gun to a protest? I mean, I get it. The fellow protesters are nuts. But if you're bringing it to get in a shootout with cops, all you're going to do is get yourself and other people killed. It makes no sense. The Alex Preddy situation, the Renee Good situation, similar instance. She was purposefully blocking the street. There's video of her pulling up and blocking the convoy. They approached her, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know nothing. I'm just picking up my little one from school. You know, the one I still have custody of, who's also apparently being abused by her missus. At least as far as it's come out since. But and then this guy, I don't know a whole lot about it, but we're going to find out a little bit more. But it's a similar situation. And people are saying, hold on, I got more on it here.
And then you get smoked like a brisket. And then the stew heads amongst us are out protesting. We don't need ICE. Dude didn't people and everything. Why y'all arrested him? Because he's black and brown bodies. I wish all of y'all get Sharia lawed over there. Go on over there, other country, let them Sharia you. All right. Roll the first clip.
17 minutes past the hour right now. Anti-ICE protests outside the office of Senator Susan Collins after a deadly shooting in Maine involving an ICE agent. This is Bedford, where the shooting happened about 25 minutes south of Portland. Our correspondent Alexis McAdams is reporting live here in New York City. She's got the latest details on what is happening there. Alexis? Hey, Sandra. So as you can see here on your screen, this is a live look at what's going on in Maine. We know federal agents are trying to piece together everything that happened as witnesses tell local media.
See, and the dipshit Krasensteins will post shit like this. More images of, was it Joan Sebastian Guerrero, who Trump's ICE killed in front of his daughter for fleeing the scene. So I didn't know his daughter was also in the car. That makes him double a piece of shit. Because not only has he orphaned or made this little girl not have a father himself, he put her at risk too. Again, comply. They got you. Whether you agree with deportations or not, and especially if he was actually here legally, all the more reason to not put yourself in this situation. Is it fucked up if it was just mistaken identity and they thought he was someone else? A little bit, yes. Is it fucked up if they were actually after him if his status was good? Yes, unless he had committed a crime. But when it comes down to it, he committed a crime here. He tried to ram an officer, and you can see it from the clear. I don't have it here yet, but I'm trying to find the pictures of the damn thing. Oh shoot! Good job, Granny. Oh yeah, I mean, and this calling conservatives Nazis is not new. Like this one right here is from way back in the day. I remember this one from back when I used to go to all the events, all the protests, punk concerts, the "This Ain't My President" T-shirts, and then Shein banners similar to this one. They've been calling them Nazis for a long time. Are there things that the government does on the conservative side that I disagree with? Yes, a lot. And I'll be the first one to point it out. However, doing shit like this, saying that the other side is pure evil for existing, for having beliefs that they've always had, like just regular ass religious folk, or base bare minimum bottom level conservatives, just for having different views than you. You are no better if you believe that these people should be put in gulags, as I've heard a lot of people on the left say, and not just people like Hassan Piker, people in my real life. Friends of mine from back home still talk about that shit. I'm going to have a separate segment where I pull posts from people I actually know from my own personal account. I'm going to block off their name and all that shit. And I'm going to start posting them on my X feed and then running through a couple of them here. It's crazy. I had one friend. He's a black dude. He's gotten very radicalized after his second failed marriage to a white woman. And I said, "Bruh, it's not white people. It's the people you pick. I mean, that's it." And then that is it. But he'll post horrible things like white people owe him personally an apology for slavery or for Jim Crow or this or that. Something that he never lived through himself. I mean, I'm sure he's faced some kind of racism. He's around the same age as me. He's probably, and I mean, I've had a few instances myself just for looking a little too on the Jewy side for certain areas of the South. I just don't go there because they're not great places anyway. Why would you want to go there? Why would you want to be close to anyone like this? Now, if it's somewhere close to home, then that's a bit different and it hits different. Oh, wait, I got something better. React to AI. It's gone too far. Okay, I'll check it out after this one and probably this one from TechDown.
Media that ICE agents surrounded a car and repeatedly ordered the driver to get out. Then seconds later, we're told they heard gunshots, and it was also captured on surveillance video. Listen to this. blocked off in Biddeford, Maine. We want to pull that video up after the ICE-involved shooting earlier this morning. We are told that the FBI and Maine State Police are working the case right now, and the feds have not yet said who was killed, so we're trying to figure that out. Basically, for people watching wondering what's going on, there's more unanswered questions than we know, and we don't know what led up to the shooting. But hundreds of protesters, this to me would be the main story, they are gathering now near the scene of the shooting. They're holding signs and they're demanding answers, including this woman.
I'm disgusted. This is horrible. I mean,
Doesn't she look like one of those 3 nerds that Mulder would go to on the X-Files back in the day? I'm gonna pull that up.
Citizens of this country are literally being gunned down in the street for doing nothing.
That's not true. They're being gunned down for doing something very real. You just don't think it's nothing because you are who you are, and that person is retarded. Hold on. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's close. It's not uncanny, but it is. It is close. Is it not? I mean, is it not? Am I right or am I wrong? Sorry.
For the color of their skin.
Color.
And ICE operations have been on.
It's absolutely not for the color of their skin. They've deported white people. They have. I know of. I've heard of a couple Canadians that were deported, and a couple of Central and Eastern Europeans, a couple of Germans. Shit. When there's somebody from Hungary. I mean, just random ones that I remember off the top of my head. But the fact that our neighboring country not only sends people over, but allows people to walk through their country, illegally, by the way, to come to our country when they could just go to their country, as it is a member of all of the things, NATO, UN. It's the next non-hostile country. And if they were hostile, why would they let them just walk through safely, untouched? So, miss me with all that bullshit, okay?
Going in the state of Maine. Back in January, Griff Jenkins went out with some of those ICE agents, Sandra, who were part of what they called Operation Fresh Catch. They were looking for migrants in the country illegally accused of committing crimes. Again, for this situation, we aren't sure exactly what happened, but the shooting and protests come as Maine Democrats are scrambling to replace Graham Plattner in the upcoming Senate race. Many Maine voters had told me when I was out there, Sandra, that they're anti-ICE and they say immigration enforcement is their top issue in the race. Just the other day when Plattner dropped out, his last words were F-ICE. So it's something that we'll continue to watch as they head to Susan Collins' office. All right, Alexis McAdams on that for us. Thank you very much.
People just getting arrested for no reason because they color their skin. White people are the stupidest people. White liberals are the stupidest people.
Nice
to ever
correction.
live in humanity. I said, God is my witness. When it's all said and done, and the book of life is closed, and we go back and look at the history, you're going to see that the dispensation of the stupidest, most idiotic people to ever live are white liberals and black liberals. Now, the black liberals ain't as bad as the white liberals. The white liberals are self-sabotaging. Black liberals are too. They terrible when it comes to that. They hate themselves.
The extreme ones.
Better than them. But then the white people go out and self-implode with suicidal empathy, and they try to ruin a country and devalue the value that white people have added to this world because of what? I don't know. So I think both of them understood liberalism. Maybe that's a better.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is, right here. Here's the car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, five there in the windshield. You can argue it's too many shots. I would tend to agree, but then again, given that there's a car very swiftly coming at you, it's not that swift, but swift enough. I'm saying. Oh, and don't pay any attention to dipshits like Gradients here. They just want to be famous. That's all it is. Don't even get their views up unless it'll help you with your stuff, in which case, you know, who am I to say? But and speaking of dipshits, here's Jared Schultz saying they shot him from the side when every single clip, every picture you can find of this incident, of this car, the bullet holes are in the front. And from the recordings that you can hear of how many shots were fired, that's pretty much all of them. There might be one that went in through the side. But again, I wasn't there. None of these people were there. All we can do is go off the actual evidence presented. What's this? Whole braking footage. I will say it is dumb that they handcuffed him when they had to push his car to the side of the road afterwards and put him on the ground. People are comparing this to what's the kid's name from Britain? That's not the same. That's not the same. Someone saying, help me, I've been stabbed, and saying, oh, don't think you have, mate, is one thing. But this... do I agree with it? No. Is it stupid? Yes, but it is not the same situation. Ed Krasenstein, you are a retard. You don't know what words mean. It baffles me that the Krasensteins have such a big following. And pretty much all they do is call everything tyranny and fascism. This is not that. What's funny is they support the No Kings protest, which, congratulations, we don't have a king. But they also have the protest in countries that recognize the English king. Canada, England, etc. And a couple of other countries that I can't name off the top of my head. But in those countries, they don't call it the No Kings protest. They call it the No Tyrants protest because they have a king that they recognize. He's not in power, but he does control the funds of those countries. You can't make this shit up. And it is sad. He's a young man who was radicalized by bullshit like this. By people saying that the government's coming to get you, you better be careful, and if they see you, you're going to die. Not you're going to get taken away, not you're going to go here or there, but you're going to die. So he puts himself in a situation where he's going to die. There's no Easter Bunny, no Tooth Fairy, no Queen of England. I mean, there's no Queen of England anymore. It's just sad. But anyway.
I don't know what this video is about. Maybe one of my favorite content creators by the name of Paul Joseph Watson.
Carney, a 43-year-old American mother who moved to Killarney Island 5 years ago, before becoming heavily involved as an activist in the local pro-Palestine support group campaign, met an asylum seeker in
Yeah, okay. All right, a white woman doing white, dumb, women liberal shit. Okay, I bet it ended great, right?
Legal migrant who entered the country in 2024. Carney posted multiple photos and videos on her Instagram page with the man who was living at a Killarney migrant facility. She celebrated the virtues of dating an Arab man.
Wow, so she was a really, really, really good person. And, you know, She did the BLM.
And and this is the thing that kills me. People say you shouldn't focus or care about race and all that, which is true. But then you get people like this who are like flaunting it. And I can't stand that. Like just beat with someone. You should brag about the kind of person they are, who they are, how good of a person they are, and how good they are to you, and how good you are to them. Not, oh yeah, look at me, I've got the new designer whatever like this person's doing. It's disgusting.
She did the trans rights. She says, fuck eyes, I love immigrants. Okay. And I bet they're living happily ever after and nothing bad happened to her, right? But it was great.
Posting, Mama, I'm in love with an Arab man over a video of him boxing. Posting, that's great, you're in a multicultural relationship and you never...
Boxing only slightly better than Elliot Page, by the way.
The fight. Posting a video of herself learning Arabic words.
Mashallah, mashallah.
Posting...
Yeah.
And it is good to learn other languages, especially if you're dating someone. It's good to show interest in their things, sure.
I bet they both are living happy together, have tons of children, and I bet he treats her with respect, right?
Memes of her and her boyfriend praising Allah.
So how was the food?
Absolutely delicious. Alhamdulillah.
Saying she only understood 10% of what he said. Commenting, soon inshallah, alongside a mocked-up image with the man in Petra, Jordan. Posting images of her trip with him to the Middle East on holiday.
Amazing.
And captioning another video, quote, he continues to show me what safe love is. I think you can probably guess where this one's heading, Con.
Yeah.
Towards happy marriage and a happy life,
If only.
Surely someone who is a great ally of immigrants gets treated with the utmost respect of immigrants, right? I want to remind you that Irina Zarutska had a Black Lives Matter flag on her wall, and she got stabbed to death by a black man.
Yeah.
Awful. But surely this isn't a repeat scenario, right?
He also posted a clip making clear her views on open borders and illegal immigration.
Any man that has joined ICE, wants to join ICE, or supports ICE in any way has also never made a woman finish. The Venn diagram
See,
is
and
a
that's
complete circle. And
that's always where it goes here. I'll never understand. Like now they don't call you virgins anymore. They call you incels. and it's always about, oh, you got a little dick. Like what are we doing here? Like if you can't argue your point without insulting the other person, then you don't even know what you're talking about, and you should relate to yourself.
if you think you have, they lied.
We might not all...
Hey, I'm going to keep it 100%. It ain't my job to make nobody come. If you're too stupid to make yourself come, that's not on me. Same thing for my woman. If my woman can't make me come, that's not on her. Okay? Hey, it is your sole... Don't put that pressure on me.
I disagree with Tectone on this. And again, that's not an argument for what she said, but then again, stop focusing on that and start focusing on what we came here for. See how she's not even talking to him directly. He's probably making a joke, but still, come on, dude.
Don't put that pressure. Here's what I do for sex. This is very easy.
Lay there.
They have a good time. I have a good time. I have a good time. They have a good time. If we come, we come. If we don't, we don't. It's all about love. It's not about coming. People talk about coming like it's the be-all, end-all of every sexual encounter they ever have. It's not. Sex is not about coming and fucking and beating guts.
It is.
It's about growing your bond, being intimate, loving each other.
I mean, it's also that.
kissing, being romantic, being passionate.
And you do that until the other thing happens.
Then you will come.
Yeah.
But the problem is, the moment anybody ever talks about not being able to come or coming as the be-all, end-all,
Okay.
I realize I'm not talking to a human being. I'm talking to a fucking monkey.
Okay.
Go, bro, that's all they can think about. But it's not.
Okay.
Sex is
I
about
get what he's
beating
saying now.
guts and doing doggy style, flipping around, reverse cowgirl.
I mean, it's that
Oh,
too.
Dude, oh, yeah, get to the back of their fucking throat, hit their uvula, fucking blow your load. No, it's about kissing, making out.
This took a
being
turn.
Romantic and passionate, telling your partner how much you love them. Right? So I can already tell that this chick is pretty much like 98% primate. Anyways,
always understand each other through language, but it's the important things we understand that count the most.
By the way, if you hate ICE, you're retarded.
Yes.
Asylum Seeker also posted multiple videos of his trips through Ireland.
And you can absolutely disagree with some of the things that they do, but the biggest thing with me is Tom Homan, the guy who's in charge. He's the czar, quote unquote. He's the same guy who was in charge during the Obama days, Deporter-in-Chief Obama, doing pretty much the same tactics. The only difference is he doesn't get the resistance. Why? Because it wasn't something that people focused on. And it just wasn't. It was happening. People said that they disagreed with it, but there wasn't people protesting and running over cops, trying to run their cars off the road. I mean, I know the tech wasn't there, but there were no ICE trackers out there. There were no people with walkie-talkies or cell phones or anything like that out there tracking these people's movements like there are now, because it's what they're supposed to do for their side. He's planting a bomb.
Quickly turned sour.
A post-mortem is due to be carried out on the body of a woman discovered at a house in Kerry yesterday.
Mum found dead in Kerry home.
Fucking dead? Shit, I thought she got, like, beat or something. He killed her? Oh, my God.
Named as God I Hunt.
I can't even be surprised. We've seen so many fucking stories like this. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I was expecting
like the white couple who decided to backpack through Afghanistan during the undeclared war in Afghanistan, and they're like, oh, it can't be as bad as they did.
That guy, maybe some missing teeth, murdered? Holy shit, we cannot live like this.
Asylum seeker over suspected murder. Yep.
I mean, she certainly can't.
Happened again. Authorities.
Hey, yeah, that thing that never happens happened again. What a fucking surprise. Jesus Christ.
The prime suspect was Middle Eastern and known to Carney, having stayed in her house multiple times. He's now on the run, with police fearing he's going to flee the country entirely. Shockingly, Carney was discovered in bed by her own daughter. The attack was brutal, with the
she had a kid.
Telling the Irish Mirror there's no doubt she was.
And no one cries about this. At least not the same people who cry about the previous situation.
It probably happened overnight, a source confirmed. We've also learned that the sound of an argument between Miss Carney and a man could be heard in the house late on Monday night. She invited him into her home, and this is how it turned out. But media coverage of the tragedy focused on the violent threat towards Irish women posed by men in general. Talk about deliberately omitting the elephant in the room. Ireland's biggest broadcaster, RTE, reported on Carney being found dead, but throughout their entire article,
it's one of the few times I'm glad I'm not on camera.
To make any mention.
Why are people in chat saying the dog knew? Oh yeah, the dog knew. Oh my God. Oh my God, brother, if he could speak, holy shit.
Make any mention whatsoever of the fact that the prime suspect in her murder is a Middle Eastern asylum seeker who was living at a migrant facility where violent incidents have occurred in the past. Although, to be fair to RTE, they appear to be focused on more pressing priorities, like highlighting the supposed rise in anti-Islam online rhetoric. The BBC
of course.
made absolutely no.
We gotta stop mean things being said on the internet.
Yeah, we can't say mean things about the murderer.
Household. Holy crap, bro! This is ridiculous.
Mention of the suspect being.
I bet the dog's the reason, because they're haram.
An asylum seeker in their entire article. Despite that information now being public and him still being on the run, meaning accurate information about his description would presumably be beneficial, given that they're enlisting the public's help to catch him.
People with dashcam footage, you mightn't feel that it's of any...
See, and that's... the race of the person doing a thing isn't important, except as a descriptor. The same way you would describe hair color, the color of your clothes, the shape. Was it a fat person? Was it someone who was pretty well built, tall, short? Like, that's the only thing that matters. You can't just leave out the race of a person. No matter what race. I don't care if they're white, black, Asian, whatever. It narrows it down.
relevance, you mightn't feel it's important, but if you have dash cam footage, take it into the Garda station.
The Irish government ignored warnings that housing asylum seekers in towns like Killarney was destroying tourism and making the streets unsafe. They ignored protesters who demonstrated against the plan to house single adult males in the town in 2017. The protesters complained they had no idea who the men were and were worried about the safety of their kids given the asylum centre was across the road from a school. The sheer scale of mass migration to Ireland over the last 10 years, both legal and illegal, has prompted forecasts by academics that native Irish people could be a minority in their own country within just...
Is that not fucking insane? Guys, every world will be Islam, the entire world will be Muslim, every fucking town will be Indian. You know, it's kind of hard for all these people pushing for diversity. They sure want everything to be Muslim, Islamic, and, you know, white people are going to go extinct. 13 kids, every one kid a white man has. You know, like, Jesus, bro.
I mean, it is true. As far as a global scale, white people kind of are the minority, but I'm not so... I don't so much care about that in particular, unless it's by design. If it's by design, I might care, but as far as just the natural happenings of things... You know, whatever. What I do care about is if you go to a country, the same way like if I went to, if I moved to a Middle Eastern country or like Japan or China or whatever, I would have to live along those customs. I would have to obey those laws. I would have to assimilate to those cultures, which is fine. If I moved there, I will have done my research, had a respect for the thing, and become the thing. You still keep your own individuality within reason. You just have to respect their cultures and stop setting their shrines on fire.
Over 20 years.
There's too many. Far too.
You know what?
She's Jewish.
You know what, like, this fucking, like, Indian and Islamic and this Muslim shit is? You ever play this game called Plague Inc? Bro, this is exactly what it's like. It's like they have this fucking virus, they send it over here, they send it over there, and then you upgrade it to being the birds, you upgrade it to being the fucking pigs. But instead it's like, you fucking push this narrative on fucking Twitter, you push this narrative on fucking YouTube, and then, inshallah, the whole world's Islam. Sneeko was right.
Many.
Country's real. We have no culture left.
Where is everyone from? Pakistan.
I'm from Nigeria.
I'm from Sierra Leone.
Bangladesh. I'm from Pakistan.
Carney's alleged killer arrived in Ireland after travelling from France, a completely safe country. He wasn't a refugee. He wasn't an asylum seeker. He was a chancer invited in by the Irish government. He should have never been in the country. But the system's maniacal obsession with pathological altruism has claimed yet another victim.
It's a damn shame.
Breaking news, a source deep inside of...
Hold on, we'll do this. Is this the one?
Trick or treat, neighbor. Share the Halloween love.
I don't know what he actually sounds like.
It's Mike. Yeah, I'm on the clock.
Okay, that's definitely Mike.
The whole deal. Look at that sunrise behind me. Gorgeous, right? We're tightening up this beam, making sure it's safe for folks who are going to live up there one day.
What the fuck? Oh, he did.
6, 7. I have a dream. 6, 7.
Sir, you can't write on the wall. Please hand me the marker.
Sir, you need to stop right now. Just one move. 6, 7.
Sir. Watch his arm.
6, 7. I have.
What the fuck?
You ready?
Quite ready. Shall we?
Bet.
Here we go.
Hey, that's clean. You got it.
How's that for proper form?
Welcome to the set, Queen.
What is, was that the Queen? As a crib?
Take what you need, brother. I'm taking what I want. That's enough. Let's roll.
What the fuck?
Afternoon, ma'am. I'm going to need to see your driving license, please.
Of course, officer.
What are you talking about? I'm the Queen.
Hang on.
Uh-oh, yeah, get out of there.
All you people talking like you know me, calling every sword 2 clip AI slop. I'm sick of it. You think just because it looks too good it can't be real? Man, please. I work hard, okay? Real sweat, real hours. You want...
I don't think his face could move like that. I don't think he's got that much movement. Is that Ricky from X?
Man, you the first to buy Bird Game 3?
Yeah,
Yeah, man, got that Bird Game 3. Finna go straight home and hop on the game, man. This shit
On
got that
Xbox
big
50?
explore Bird world and all that. Various birds.
Through the stillness I rise, carrying hopes to the sky. Every heart beats a light, guiding me through the night. I will not fall, I will not fade, as the stars awake above me. 7, 6, 7, 6, 7.
Okay, I love you, guys, but I don't like you right now because I'm gonna have 6-7 stuck in my head for the rest of the day. Thank you.
Focus is in. First garment in hand. Watch the transfer.
Snap, clean lock.
Beautiful opening. Straight to the joggers
She
now.
keeps those shoulders low, wasting no motion.
Second clip
Here
set.
comes the towel.
Big water release.
Perfect
What
spread.
the
Go
fuck?
back.
Give me a second, officer.
I mean, that was damn good.
Somewhere. Man, okay, don't freak out. Like, nope, I'm out of here.
Hey, the vehicle, don't run. Stop right now.
Stephen Hawking has made it all the way to the ring, folks, and he's
What the fuck?
I can't believe what I'm seeing. He's on the top turnbuckle in that chair. Here he goes.
Dun 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 dun.
Seconds left. Berwick on the scooter crossing.
Is that Ricky? Yeah, Ricky Berwick.
Hits the rim. Up he goes. Oh my goodness, he just put it on.
I love that guy, and I love that he's in this. I gotta say, I love his stuff, man. He's hilarious.
Ricky Berwick over Jake.
Quick GRWM, we're starting with foundation. Just tapping a little on the cheek, forehead, and chin. Nothing wild.
I mean, I could see this.
Right in. Look at that, smooth. A touch of concealer to brighten under the eyes. A little swipe right here and here.
Watching himself at the starting line, Professor Stephen Hawking making his Ninja Warrior
Please just have him drive off into the water. Thank you.
You know why I pulled you over tonight? You've been swerving a bit. Mind telling me what's going on? I
Marv?
see you got a couple open peanut butter jars here. You been eating and driving? Hey, no, hey, stop the car, it's fast.
I can hear a legendary Fortnite chant. It's right here. I can hear it.
Put the pickaxe down. Let's talk, okay?
Legendary chant.
Let's step away.
Me in 5 years.
The Queen is rolling down the ramp.
Oh shit.
Look at the agility. That's royalty with momentum right there. No way. She's climbing the cage.
Holy crap. Maybe I should check Sora out. Is Sora still like peak on this kind of thing?
Perfect in the air, clean on the landing, and now straight into the combination.
Beautiful. He's
Copy, we have 2 cabs at the meat case. Milk all over the floor. Hey, fellas, easy now. Come here.
Why is that milk blue like this is all over Luke Skywalker's chin? No, wait, that's green milk. Never mind.
Together, beer flowing fast. Parker, the United States with a slight edge. They're past the halfway mark now. 5 seconds in. Parker tilting, finishing goal. Down, he slams it empty. 6.7, a new Olympic record.
Damn. Yeah, I think we just beat the Jubbins.
I'm mad geeked right now.
Oh, look at this.
What the fuck?
6'7". I want to be 6'7". Same. That costume's amazing. We could all be it. Let's do it. I want to be 6'7".
Man, check the
Napalm.
chain sitting like it's got its own throne.
I feel you, Doc. This watch hitting the light like a flashbulb got me feeling presidential and platinum all at once.
That's right. We out here elevating.
Hey everybody, it's Michael here, and I am so happy today. I got somebody really special to introduce to you. Check it out. This is my new friend.
Hi, I'm Walter. Pleasure to meet all of you. Michael's been showing me around, and it's been a good day.
Stop. Police, put it down.
On all kinds of good meth.
Hey, drop the drink. Stop running. You're going to trip. Stop. Gotcha. Hands where I can
You know what's crazy? I didn't know those things existed until I saw them on South Park. The whatever these little fuzzy demon things are.
see him. Stay down.
Attorney, this is 436 mechanic for lobby, mail order, blue suit, armored docs.
Copy that. Units en route.
Is that supposed to be Trump?
I'm so glad you could stop by.
Appreciate you having me, Mr. Rogers.
Well, hey there, Tupac. Won't you be my neighbor?
And even better with new friends.
Feels real peaceful in here. Kind of reminds me to slow down a bit. Everyone.
You should slow down, Pac.
It's me, Jeffy. Want to see a trick? Bye-bye, take your time. Waddle. Trick or treat.
What the fuck?
Aren't you a little too old for this?
Don't worry about it.
Why does Kool-Aid look like a tomato?
Tonight, I came here to defend this championship.
That's right. I am the best president ever. I don't know why I made him more Australian.
Touch me, you nitwit. Left hand behind your back. Now. Back off, you dingbat. Stop resisting. You're under arrest for theft.
Just let him play the clarinet. That's all he wants to do.
Barely fits in the slot. That's what she said.
Oh my God.
Jamal.
I want Michael Jackson to fly by and snatch that kid up. Well, God did it instead. You know, I heard the Queen was this freaky.
You're under arrest for an illegal kick out of bounds.
What? For real?
Hands behind your back.
Ah, hell no.
Hey, stop! Get back here! You're only making it worse.
Taser him.
I drove 20 minutes for a cone and you're telling me it's broken again?
Man, please.
Don't man me, this is robbery.
Hey, calm down. Let's keep our hands to
I want to
ourselves.
scream a refund right now.
I'm already processing the refund.
Evening, sir. Know why I pulled you over?
I assure you I do not. I was proceeding with all due caution.
License and registration for the horse?
I possess no license, only this writ of passage from the continent.
Turn around, sir. Hands behind your back.
ma'am.
Stop tension.
What the fuck is happening?
Sir.
Watch your step, sir.
It's ma'am.
I think I went to high school with that guy.
I said it's ma'am.
Watch your head.
I'm here.
Are you gonna make like
Open the door.
Jesus creepy?
Oh, well, okay. I'm telling you, I didn't do anything.
Stay right there.
I'm innocent, officer. I was just walking home from work, that's all.
Match the witness description exactly. Don't
I swear on my spatula, it wasn't me. I don't even own a boat.
I mean, it had to have been him. Harambe.
We're gonna find him, all right? Just take it easy. Stay with us. We'll walk you over. Breathe for me.
I need them now.
Right down there by produce, see the green sign? Let's
Bow your heads. Is that Ricky again?
He's moving. You gotta be kidding me. He's back on his feet. Turn around. Big man has him.
Secure, nothing tight. Little snug, yeah.
I mean, it's about time.
Wallet out of the side pocket. No other ID.
All right, listen, you're being detained by ICE for immigration violation.
React to Hassan.
Yeah. Your step, sir.
I'll have to do it tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow.
Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. We know who you are, Mr. Dimmadome. You're being detained for now. We'll talk at the station.
Mr. Dimmadome.
Tonight the dream rolls with the new world order. And brother, we're
Hold on, how long is it?
Doing.
Oh, okay.
Did you?
I might have time for this.
Thank you. Thank you for what?
Because like what you guys are doing though is actually very smart, because like what you do is actually smart with the actual people that you do try to catch.
Little mountain echo, answer back to me, Johnny Young. High on the ridge where the cold winds play, I let my heart go free, Johnny.
Yo, Raw's live and the king is in the building. Anybody back there think they're bigger than Biggie? Step through these ropes and prove it. I don't duck smoke, I cook it. Monday night, any weight, any name comes. You came to my coast, in my
Dimmondale.
ring, thinking you the king? Nah, homie, this is West Side business. I built this from the concrete up. Your son. I'm the reason the spotlight even found you. Biggie runs the night, boy. Diana pressing.
By the way, that whole Tupac thing, that was just surface level. That was not how he actually was, apparently. If you see anything from before, was it like 1990, I think, 1991? He was completely different. The flip, like the code switching, was kind of like, there's an old Sprite commercial. Hold on. We'll keep going on that.
Quick jab, blocked by the queen.
Oh yeah, Diana's finally getting her licks in.
These two are trading in the pocket.
Y'all really gonna follow me through the lotion now, huh?
You just need a couple pics, Pop.
All right, make it quick. I'm just shopping.
Can I get a selfie?
Yeah, come on, real fast.
Thank you.
Let me grab my socks and y'all give me a little room, right?
Have a look at this little beauty. It's a full-grown Antifa protester right here in downtown Portland. See how he's postured? Arms up, ready to bolt. Mate, let me go. I'm not an exhibit. Easy. I'm just guiding him, not hurting.
All right. So quick story. So when I was in the Army, I had an Australian. He was from Australia. He had been in the U.S. for like 5-10 years. And I was like, here we have the majestic, and I said his last name, sleeping at night. Let's go in for a closer look. So he slept right next to the air vent in the tent that we had to sleep in when we were in Afghanistan. And he would sleep naked, and he kicked his sleeping bag off. So we pulled the sleeping bag, threw it over his beanbag. And I was like, there we have his arm. Over here, that's his leg there. And right there, that's where he hides his beanbag. And then I did the South Park bit. It's like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak up on him, and I'm going to shove my thumb right in his bum hole. That's really going to piss him off. I didn't actually do it. We stopped there. But those guys were funny.
Tubes look harmless, but what they do to a person can be devastating. Crack takes away choices, and sometimes it takes away people you care about.
I seen it, man. Friends of mine.
Oh, damn, that completely happened.
That this shot.
All right. So this is the commercial I was talking about, the code switching. Like this was basically Tupac right here.
Don't talk turbo sports.
Cut when job thirst and that's turbo sword. Cut! Genius! The can's upside down.
Don't talk to me like a child. I played Hamlet at Cambridge.
Once again, you've ruined my concentration.
Excuse me. What's my motivation?
That was Tupac there at the end there, basically. In reality. So let's the Backshot Boys. Wow. Worshipping his mins. Like I love how they say giant body and tiny head, and they have him the exact opposite right here. It's great. It's the inverted. I mean, that's how big my head is. Look at that tiny little Porsche. Hold on. Did his body just invert? That's crazy. Fuck is happening? I didn't know if that was him being scared of the fire or if that was just him dancing. The answer is both. Why does his hair keep getting more and more outlandish? I will say, just in the last few months, these have gotten infinitely better. Like just watching Don P. Bongwater's videos, you can see the advancement of AI, or his advancement in describing things. One of the two, maybe both. I want that set up. Just the the workstation, not the not the decor by any means. Aw, his own people threw him off a thing. Aw, they blew that into Skittles. I feel like this is topical for the time it was made. What the fuck? Oh, where's Spider-Man to bring it together? I mean, this is overkill with 2 microphones, but all in all, not bad. I do really like that desk. Okay. All right, last one. Let's get it. Since it's 2.5 minutes long, let's get this. All right, already, I love all the different art styles going into this. Roughly like 3 to 5 seconds each. It's really awesome. Like, this is... Is that just a random one, or is that what happens if Frogan takes off the tarp? I love the Star of David glasses. I've been going back and watching a lot of his older stuff, like back when he would just talk about. I mean, he's talked about lore some recently, but some of his old lore videos, they're actually really good.
That's cute. Add it to the highlight reel. Every hit piece, every tweet, free PR, that's the deal. He's trolling like it's warfare. The Goyim wine, but he don't care. One day you'll all leer. We've seen what makes you.
And that's one thing I really respect about Nux. He's not a grifter. Just like Pegasus, but to a lesser degree. He got much more views. He never got demonetized. And he made a lot more money before he decided to talk about what he's talking about these days. So it's not a grift. He's doing this because he's probably got enough made from when he was monetizable. And he thinks what he's doing now is important. Like, at least that's what he says, and that's what it appears to be, just by, again, paying attention to the facts on the ground. Ooh, imagine. But no, that's where a lot of, like, that's why I watch, that's why I respect him so much. I don't agree with everything he says by any stretch of the imagination, but I do agree with a lot. What the fuck? Oh my god. I was not expecting that. That's freaky. Like that Michael Jackson horror game freaky. Chickens for KFC. Alright, I got you. Hold on. Did it do the same thing where it... Okay, nah, it just went really fast. I like how it's just... I don't even think that's not even Yiddish, is it? That's Lord of the Rings, whatever that language is. Elvish? Or Hebrew, or Yiddish, or either one. Hold on. Was that supposed to be him shifting? Okay, just needless movement, I guess. What? Oh, indeed. I mean, you can call him that. I won't. I just call him Lord Nux. And see, that's the thing. Like, I would watch. I think it would be interesting if. I think it would probably be more of a Leaflet thing than a Dong P Bongwater bit. But if Leaflet wanted to make like a Lord of the Rings style or a One Piece style adventure, or even Leaflet from me, make your own version of the Odyssey. Make a better version of the Odyssey, because I hear the one that just came out is boring from all accounts. But do that. Take all the avatars that we have of all this AI generated Asmon, Tech. Throw in Jewpool, Nuxanor. You can throw in yourself Leaflet, Kirsho, whatever. Make a Lord of the Rings style or a One Piece style anime. I think it would be interesting. Like, actually have it be episodic, or even have a like modern streaming series, but good. I think it would be interesting to see, especially Leaflet seems like she has a lot of talent for that kind of thing. So I think it would be a cool idea. But that being said, guys, I love these videos. Keep sending them to me. It's got a lot of energy. It reminds me of some early 2010s music. But Jupul got to 500. Awesome. Yeah, I'm stagnant as hell. I'm getting a lot of eyes, but no one's hitting the button, so I need to start posting more things on my actual page instead of just being out there commenting and such. So I need to start actually having my own post. And I think posting some of the things that my actual friends say without actually doxing them will be interesting, especially if any commentary I might provide on them. But no, for today, guys, I appreciate it. Any requests, bring them on. Always. I appreciate all of them, especially I love seeing all this AI mess. It's inspirational, a lot of it, like especially the Leaflet video, some of the Dong Peep Bong Water, especially the newer stuff that he does. It's amazing. Leaflet, I really like hers even more just because it's animated. Like the realistic stuff is cool. It's funny. I like the the Asmongold taking him shopping video was pretty funny. But Leaflets I thought was really cool. I think if Leaflet starts getting enough attention from this stuff, I think that they could make a pretty good career off of it. And I would love to be in the writer's room on some of those things. That would be amazing. But I'm working on that. There's a couple of creators here in the Dallas area I'm trying to get a hold of. Mostly, and he was in the Leaflet video. Craig from Side Scrollers is here. I'm going to see if I can't get it in his ear somehow. But we'll get to it. I think it'll be a really, really fun adventure for the rest of the 20s. It'll be nice. But until then, guys, I appreciate y'all. Keep those suggestions coming. Shoot them to me on YouTube or on X or wherever you want to find me. And in the meantime, this is Alfie Animus for the Associated Guest signing out.